This effing guy. The DNC has nullified the election that made David Hogg vice chair over claims that it unfairly disadvantaged female candidates, although I think there's an argument to be made that David Hogg is soy boy enough to achieve that balance. I said it.
You're a victim.
There we go, CSI.
I can't imagine being a Democrat these days. I know it's been a long time since I was one. It is so insane now. You have to do all this crazy gender math to figure out how a committee is equally divided.
His Honor intends to broaden the areas of participation for women in the police force.
That sounds very stylish.
This is from NBC News. The DNC rules require that the National Party's executive committee shall be as equally divided as practicable along gender lines. And if the committee includes members who identify as non-binary, they don't count for the purposes of gender division.
It's time for androgyny. Here comes Pat.
Which means it's like you're +1 if you're a male and you're 0 if you're non-binary. Basically, it seems like the DNC ousted David Hogg as DNC vice chair after he appeared on Bill Maher recently and said what everyone else has been saying all along. The Democrats have alienated men and they need to get them back. Not just men, women too, but mostly men. And for that, he's being called a white supremacist. David Hogg, welcome to the intellectual dark web.
What I think happened last election is younger men, they would rather vote for somebody who, even if they don't completely agree with, they don't feel judged by, than somebody who they do agree with, that they feel like they have to walk on eggshells around constantly because they're going to be judged or ostracized or excommunicated.
What did you say?
Wow, David, thank you for getting on board with what everyone's been saying about Democrats for a decade. What he even said wasn't that controversial, but oh shit, he's out now. He can't talk like that and survive the DNC head chop routine. In Maher's interview with him, he was asking him to explain what he does as the vice chair of the DNC and then mocked him for it being nothing. And also, he's not going to be that chair for long, Bill. You torpedoed that one pretty quick. Pennsylvania State Representative Malcolm Kenyatta, who won one of the vice chair positions, chimed in saying that Hogg has a very casual relationship with the truth and that he's just an opportunist who wants attention. Those are my words, but he was basically implying this. And to you, I would like to say, no shit. Democrats are mad that David Hogg is doing media and playing politics. And suddenly they're surprised that the guy who exploited a school shooting and who they themselves exploited is playing self-interested politics.
I'm shocked to find that gambling is going on in here.
You're winning, sir.
Oh, thank you very much.
I'm sorry, Kenyatta and Democrats, but you guys don't stand a chance against this kid. He was forged in the fires of school shooting media frenzy and was made a star by the DNC when they needed him. He is much better at this than any of you will ever be. He learned this when his brain was still forming. It is his default. I love this game where Democrats learn what normal people have been saying for years, like Biden has dementia and David Hogg is an opportunist, and act like it's some kind of stunning insight. We clocked Hogg from miles away. We clocked him years ago. He's 26. We called it when he was whining through puberty. Remember when we couldn't criticize him because we would be accused of personally shooting children in the face? I remember that. I am old enough to remember the days when if you possibly called him out for being perhaps a little too excited to be on television, you would be told that you were a child murderer. No one can really top what Louis C.K. said about this, so I'm not even going to try.
Because you went to a high school where kids got shot? Why does that mean I have to listen to you? How does that make you interesting? You didn't get shot. You pushed some fat kid in the way.